Hey guys, how's it going? And welcome back to Toon Tuesday, your weekly roundup of Newcastle United news. So, I am happy because we beat West Ham 3-0 at the weekend. I'll get onto that in a minute. I'll leave a link to the vlog I did down in the description. But, and it's not sad, but 14 weeks I've been doing this series for, and this is going to be the last episode, at least for now. I know a couple of you guys really enjoy it, and I know there's a handful of guys who aren't sick of it, but it's always nice to keep the channel fresh. And I'm not saying I'm going to stop doing these kind of videos, because I'm not. Obviously the transfer deadline is very close, and I'm sure I'll bring a video out about that as well. But as for this particular series, Toon Tuesdays, this will be the last one. For now, anyway. It was great doing it at the start of the season before it started, and now we're kind of into it. I'm going to just put it on hold for the minute. But I'd love it if the guys who have enjoyed this series do drop a like on this video. And yeah, I'll know whether you want me to bring it back. Maybe not straight away, but you know, at some point. So yeah, let's get on with the video anyway. So as I said, we beat West Ham 3-0. Oh, what a game that was. I'm not going to go into it too much because obviously I'm sure a lot of you have seen it by now. And as I said, my link to the vlog is in the description. But, yeah, how big a win was that? I was saying before we started the game, my heart was telling me we could do it. We could get the 3 points. But my head, after losing those 2 games and then losing against Nottingham Forest, I just wanted anything before we got into the international break. And I should have had some faith. Because, you know, first half was pretty even, I must say. And then once Joselu got the goal, we were on top. And I said at half-time, don't rest. We need to go out there and get this win. And we did. Cracking goal from Clark. Header, stayed up from the free kick and got a goal. And then Mitro to finish it off as well. You know, we had so many chances. We could have scored even more in that game. So, yeah, very, very happy. Perfect time to get the win before we have to now watch the transfer window end. And it's looking pretty lively. And also before the international break, to have some points on the board, you know, is massive. So, very proud of the boys at the weekend. Now, I mentioned we are very active in the transfer market at the minute. I am going to go over a bit of it. I hate doing this kind of thing until things are definitely over the line, because you know anything could happen in the next few days. One thing I was worried about after beating West Ham, and I'm hoping this won't be the case, but I'll mention it anyway. Obviously, if we'd lost against West Ham, the pressure on us to bring in players before the transfer window ended was going to be massive. And I didn't want that pressure, which is why I'm happy we won. The downside of that is I hope Ashley or whoever does not turn around and say, well, you've beat them 3-0. The squad is all right, you know? I'm hoping, and it's looking good. So I'm not going to jinx it. But it does look like we're still going to bring in players despite the fact that we won. You know, I didn't want that to be a reason for Ashley to turn around and say, well, you've won 3-0. You don't need... Do you need more players? You know what I mean? So, it's looking good at the minute. But like I said, I'm not going to jinx it. I'm not going to. It's not jinxed, okay? We are still bringing in players. It's fine. So, over the last few days, players moving out. Rivier's gone to Metz. And De Jong has gone to Ajax. So, Riviere... yeah, I don't know what to say really. Did nothing. Very, very, very little at the most. And then, yeah, De Jong, you know, he featured so much in pre-season. I thought, is this his time, you know, for number 10 to come in? And then hasn't actually started this season. And after the pre-season, Rafa has obviously decided he wasn't part of his plans and he's gone. So, yeah, De Jong, so he actually, like, Instagrammed or tweeted basically saying, you know, I didn't quite do what I'd hoped at Newcastle. Obviously, multiple injury issues and so on. So, it would have been nice if he'd done more. I mean, it would have been nice if Riviere did more, you know? But yeah, those two have gone. And the most recent one away linked, again, is Hanley is apparently leaving the Scotland squad to go and have a medical with Norwich. So, providing Hanley goes... that's 3 players out the door, and estimated around £120,000 for contracts, for wages. Those 3 collectively, we're on 120 grand. So there is not long left in the transfer window, but in ways of wages, that is a lot of money we can now put in. Speaking of players going out, and I mean, I've been saying this for videos probably since I started this series, and it's always been that Rafa needs players to move out before we can move players in. Players away linked out in the next few days. Krul, Lazar, Haidara, Kolbach are all still linked away. Don't know if they're all going to go, if some of them are going to stay, but it's crazy to think that this many players could be moving out in the next 2 days. And are we going to have the time to bring in more players? Saying that, Riviere, De Jong, Hanley, Krul, Lazar, Haidara, Kolbach have either haven't featured this season or have some of them featured slightly in the Nottingham Forest game. Despite the fact that it's a big bunch of players, none of them have featured or Rafa has any plan to feature. So although it's a little bit worrying that many players are going out in one go, it's not like any of them were even going to be on the bench this season. But we still need to bring players in to help with the depth. Okay? 2 players who are also linked away. One, well, Mitro has also been linked away. I mean, he scored against Nottingham Forest and he scored at the weekend. So will Rafa have taken a second look at that? But Rafa said 20 million for him, basically. And also, Gale has been linked away as well. 15 to 20 million. He was ill against the Nottingham Forest, for the Nottingham Forest game. I don't think anyone really thought anything of it. But then he was also ill for the West Ham game. And I think that's when people started clicking, is he ill or is he getting held back for a potential transfer? He's been linked with both Wolves and Leeds. So yeah, that's a lot of players I've just spoke about. Let me know what you think of them, especially Gale. Do you want to keep Gale? Would you rather we sold Mitro, or would you rather we sold Gale? Would you rather we sold both? Or would you rather we kept both? The thing is, if Gale or Mitro or whoever did go, do we have time to bring in a big money striker? Because that will be the dream. If we let one of them go and didn't bring someone in, that's where the worry lies with me. If we sold Gale, he is probably our most prolific striker, okay? So if we sold him and brought in no one, but if we did sell Gale and then put all of that budget and the 120 grand we've made up to a solid 25 million known striker, but it's just, I don't know what's going to happen. So players we are linked with anyway in the media, Origi from Liverpool, the striker, but a lot of teams are interested in him. We're still linked with the Chelsea Kennedy loan, decent. And we're also linked with a young left back, Tagliafico. He was an Argentinian left back. Obviously we know the issues with Paul Dummett. There isn't really any backup. I mean, we've been playing Mbemba or Manquillo or Clark left back the last few games, so I can see a left back definitely coming in. Would it be him? I'm not sure yet. Also, I'll mention this, and that was when Rafa not so long ago said he had a transfer lined up that he wasn't going to mention. And we don't know who that is yet. Maybe selling all these players will give him the money that he needed to bring in that player. Who knows? Alright? But there's 2 days left. Let me know what you think of our transfer business down below and what you think is going to happen in the next 2 days. Just to finish things off, tonight Newcastle under-21s are playing Crewe Alexander in the Trekker Trade Trophy. It's away from home, so it's over in Crewe. But yeah, good luck to the lads in that one. But as always, guys, I hope you have enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think of all of our transfer stuff down below. It's going pretty crazy. I mean, a lot of teams are having a lot of activity at the end of the window. And I will say, I did predict that it will be the last few days when a lot of our players did go. It's just whether and hopefully we have time to bring some new players in. Alright, but I hope you have enjoyed the video and I hope you have enjoyed the series. And if you have, drop a like on this video, okay? But thank you all for watching. As always, I'll be around with more videos, as you know, but just not Toon Tuesdays for a little while. Alright, so thank you all for watching and I'll catch you later.